And Liv Morgan is your 2022 Miss Money in the Bank, having defeated Asuka, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Lacey Evans, Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez. However, why did Morgan get all the important briefcase? Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the real reasons why Liv Morgan won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match and successfully cashed it in against Ronda Rousey. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and our non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Number 1. Liv Morgan is a fan favourite. Now there's no denying that Liv Morgan is a fan favourite wrestler. Although Morgan may not be the best worker in the women's division, she has an undeniable charisma and an X factor that separates her from many of the other women on Raw and SmackDown. Morgan also shows a certain vulnerability as she's not afraid to show her emotions in interviews. Liv Morgan has a number of qualities that endear her to fans, and as we'll see, the WWE Universe isn't alone in acknowledging this. Number 2. The WWE finally realizes that Liv is a fan favourite. While Vince McMahon is always going to do what he wants, sometimes he's oblivious to who the fans like, and that's clearly been the case with Liv Morgan, a wrestler who stayed over despite some truly horrendous booking. This includes Liv's split with the Riot Squad, her subsequent short-lived reunion with the Riot Squad, as well as a series against then Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch that made Morgan look like a choke artist. Through it all, the fans have maintained their love for Morgan, quite the feat when wrestling fans are known for turning on wrestlers that can't get the job done. The announcers referring to Liv as the People's Champion suggests that WWE has finally realized just how over Morgan is. Another hint that WWE is finally on board is that Morgan was given some interview time during the show to discuss her win, a sign that WWE wants to capitalize on her popularity. Number 3, it started things off strong. Do babyfaces have to win every match? Well, no, but it's always good to start things off with a banger, and while the match had its share of missed spots, mostly from Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez, it's still a decent ladder match that kicked things off on the right foot. Giving the win to popular Liv Morgan was an easy way to elicit a feel-good moment, and it was the right choice at the right time. Number 4, it sent the fans into a frenzy. As exciting as Liv Morgan's Money in the Bank briefcase win, it was just the beginning of a chain reaction as the fans in the MGM Grand Arena exploded with excitement when Morgan's music played after Ronda Rousey's win over Natalya. At this point, it's unknown if the WWE planned on having Liv cash in her briefcase, and while it might sound far-fetched, you can't rule out Vince McMahon deciding at the last moment to take advantage of the fans' incredible reaction to Liv's briefcase win and double down on this by giving Morgan the SmackDown Women's Championship. Number 5. Morgan was the right person at the right time. This year's ladder match had some interesting competitors, but it's clear that Liv Morgan was the right person at the right time. Morgan is at the point in her career where she's shown she's capable of taking the world champion, whoever it might be, to the limit, but she hasn't quite reached a level where it's certain she can win. A Money in the Bank briefcase changed everything, and as we saw, it gave her what she needed to capture the gold. However, that's only part of the reason why she was the right person. One is that Asuka, Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss didn't need the win, as they're constantly in the title picture regardless of any briefcase. Morgan's win also adds to Lynch's growing frustrations in her inability to regain the Raw Women's Championship, as Morgan beat her to the top of the ladder. There are other competitors. Lacey Evans could have won, but she's only recently returned to WWE, so it's possible the promotion wants to give her more time to get over. As for Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez, either women could have won, but only if the WWE has a major push planned for them. Shotzi doesn't seem to be in the spot, and it's probably better to give Rodriguez more time to improve her skills. Looking at the various players in the matches, Morgan was the perfect pick. Number 6, it tells a good story. Ultimately, Liv Morgan's win gives the WWE some fantastic storylines for Liv Morgan. Not only has she finally captured a world championship, but she faces new challenges, including whether she'll just be a flash in the pan like Nikki Ash or see her career level up to a permanent position in the main event. Morgan has been working hard for a long time to secure a world championship, so having her win it was a perfect payoff, especially as it initially looked like Rousey was going to spoil Morgan's cash-in when Rowdy Ronda applied the ankle lock. Number 7, it sets up a Rousey heel turn. Now you may recall a recent story that the WWE originally wanted Ronda Rousey to pretend as a heel when she showed up at this year's Royal Rumble, only for Vince McMahon to change course after he heard the fans cheering Rousey. Could Vince have changed his mind again and ordered a heel turn for Rousey? If so, a Rousey heel turn could be easily explained by the baddest woman on the planet crying a foul after having to defend her title after a grueling match with Natalya and a possible bum knee. Rousey doesn't have to turn heel, but if she does, this is an instant way of explaining her attitude. Number 8, it's a reminder to do things the WWE way. With Naomi and Sasha Banks walking out on the WWE, Liv Morgan's briefcase win and subsequent title win is a reminder that the WWE rewards wrestlers who let the company take their time with storylines and build them. Liv Morgan has been patient during her time in the WWE, working through some dismal storylines yet doing as told. If Morgan's triumph last night doesn't show that good things come to those who wait, or do things the McMahon way, what will? It could even be evidence of the incredible rumors that Vince McMahon thinks that Sasha Banks can be easily replaced. Vinnie Mac may see Liv as the next Sasha Banks. Number 9, it frees up Ronda. Liv's win also frees up Ronda Rousey for a number of programs that don't involve the World Championship. Well, at least not for the near future. Rousey can go back to her feud with Charlotte, pursue a new feud on SmackDown, or even prepare to be traded to Raw, so she can get a rematch against Becky Lynch. Although it may seem odd not to have a title belt around Rousey's waist, she doesn't need it, and as we'll see, it's difficult to book a credible opponent against her, something which isn't so with Liv Morgan as champion. Number 10, it gives SmackDown a more vulnerable champion. Replacing Ronda Rousey as SmackDown Women's Champion with Liv Morgan opens the door for more suspenseful title matches. Ronda Rousey's previous reign as Raw Women's Champion only ended in controversy, as her shoulder was up when Becky Lynch pinned out WrestleMania 35, and the WWE protects her. Now the Blue Brand has a champion who is both untested and nowhere near the same level as Ronda Rousey. This means that when a heel challenges Morgan, the fans will wonder if Morgan can successfully defend the belt. The title picture on the Blue Brand is going to be much different, and Liv's win is going to open the door for a further exploration of her character. Number 11, it makes Morgan more sympathetic. As previously mentioned, Liv Morgan is a very sympathetic character as she conveys a sense of someone who's only succeeded through hard work and determination. She also projects a sense of someone who isn't always sure of herself, a quality that she'll have to address as world champion and one her opponents can play up, telling her that she's unworthy of the championship. While the WWE has a number of interesting characters, we think that Morgan is one of the most relatable wrestlers on the roster, as it's easy to empathize with someone who experiences the same doubts as we do. That doesn't mean Liv should be portrayed like Nikki Ash was, a champion who won on a fluke. Instead, they should be featuring Morgan successfully overcoming her inner fears and becoming a better wrestler. And number 12, Liv Morgan, former women's champion. Now, one possibility that shouldn't be ruled out is for the WWE to give Morgan a Money in the Bank win and successful cash-in order to elevate her as a former world champion. This can give Morgan a bit more credibility than she has right now, helping to make it more meaningful when she puts wrestlers over. Now, we're not saying that's WWE's plans, well, at least we hope not, but it shouldn't be ruled out. But there you have it, folks. Well, the real reasons why Liv Morgan won the Money in the Bank match and won the SmackDown Women's Championship. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.